This is video number 3 on the review, and for this topic here we're just finding the slope, whether it's on a graph or an ordered pair. So the first one here, to find the slope, remember that all we're doing is rise over run. We're counting how much it goes down or up and then left or right. In this case, this line is going down, so we're going to go from this point to this point, so it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 5 over 1, 2. So the slope is negative 5 over 2. This line here, if you look closely with the arrows, it's down here. So when it's horizontal, it's 0 slope. So you could write the number 0 or the word 0. This one here, again, watch where the arrows are at. This line is a vertical line, so it's undefined. So there's a slope when given from a graph. When given the points, remember that we're going to do y minus y over x minus x. So we're going to take our y value and subtract it, so negative 1 minus negative 4 over our x value, negative 12 minus negative 3. We subtract this. Negative is positive, so we have negative 1 plus 4, which is 3. Negative is positive, so we have negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. So negative 1/3, because we always have to reduce the slope. Same thing here. It's going to be y minus y, x minus x. So we're going to do 7 minus negative 2 over negative 11 minus negative 11. Remember, negative and minus a negative is positive. Minus a negative is positive. So we're going to have 9 on top. Negative 11 minus negative 11, 0. We have a 0 on the bottom, so undefined, because you cannot have 0 for a denominator. Next part says slope-intercept form versus standard form. So we're going to be writing these in the slope-intercept form. Write a linear equation with the slope of 1, which is our m, and a y-intercept of 7, which is our b. Remember that y equals mx plus b. So y equals x, because we do not have to show the 1, minus 7. If you do show the 1, not a big deal. Number 7, identify the slope and the y-intercept of the equation. This is the equation. The equation is y equals negative 3x. That means that if it's supposed to be y equals mx plus b, then my slope is negative 3, and my b, which is my y-intercept, is 0. Those are my answers for this one. They just want you to identify them. Identify the slope and y-intercept. So what we want to do here is solve this for y. So we subtract the 2x. 5y equals negative 2x plus 20. And remember that we have to divide everything by what's in front of y. That gives us y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. So now I can identify my slope. My slope is negative 2/5. My intercept is 4. If this is too fast, make sure you stop and rewind it. Identify the slope and the y-intercept. Same thing, draw my line. Subtract the x from both sides. Negative 2y equals negative x plus 2. Divide by negative 2 because we want that to be a positive y. So y equals, this is this negative and negative is positive. This is like saying it has a 1, so 1/2 x, and positive 2 divided by negative 2, negative 1. Now I can identify my slope as 1/2, and my intercept is -1. Finishing off, writing linear equations. Given a graph, they want us to write the linear equation. Remember that the linear equation comes in y equals mx plus b, where I need the y-intercept. So when I look first there, I see that it intercepts the y-axis at -1, 2, 3, -3. So I have my y-intercept, and then my slope is found by counting from this point to the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 1, 2. And this is a positive line, so my equation, now that I have my slope and my y-intercept, my equation is y equals 7/2x minus 3. I just wrote this equation in slope-intercept form. Now we go to the next one. Same thing, identify your y-intercept first. That is 1, 2, 3, +3. Identify your slope. This line is going down, so it's -1, 2, 3, 4 down, and over 1, 2, 3, 4 over. So my slope is -1. So now I'm ready to write my equation. Y equals -x plus 3. If there's anything in this part of the video that you need to revisit, make sure you rewind it.